Hello everyone, it's Benny, and welcome back to the Advanced Redstone Computer Tutorial. In this video, we're going to continue working on our adder. We already got our funky half adder, and here we're going to start with the carry logic. So, if you don't know carry look everywhere carry logic, this is probably going to be a bit confusing to you. If that's you, you may want to look at my video on carry look everywhere adders, if it's out yet. If not, it's going to come out, so don't worry. But, yeah, I'm not going to do too much of an in-depth explanation of this, because that's just going to take forever. It's not as complicated, it's not what people think of at first. It's not unintuitive either, it's just exactly what I just said. So yeah, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these NAND gates I have, and make them into AND gates like this. But I'm not going to do that for everything just yet. I'm going to make this giant row of torches across the top. Why? Is that everything? No. But the reason I'm doing this? Well, it's going to be part of the carry logic, I'll put it that way. All the glowstone towers, which I believe I talked about in the last video, are going to go up to here. So it's sort of like a... oh dear. That's not good. So don't do that, that's not a good idea. I'm not the best example to follow, I suppose, but oh well. So yeah, now just build the glowstone tower. All the way up to the top. And you're going to have to do this for every single one of them. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, not the easiest adder to build, but hey, what can you do? That should reach just barely all the way to the top. I think just, yeah, one more to run out of power. So it's perfectly lined up. So there you go. And do it again. So, no, don't place that there. So yeah, this is incredibly exciting and enthralling. I'm going to record the entire process too. So, yeah. So I know you're not going to guess this, but for the next bit, we're going to build another glowstone tower. And yeah, the whole reason I'm recording all of this is because it's actually mostly done. You have less and less every single time. So, yeah, I'm actually surprisingly close to finishing. Of course, I say that now and watch something weird come up and take me like 5 minutes. Oh well. But yeah, don't worry, this is the bulk of the labor right here, right now. After this, you will never have to, well, you probably have to build a few more glowstone towers. Not in this adder, though. That's the key thing. Actually, will you? No, good. Good. Excellent. Also, if you happen to have better glowstone tower building skills than me, good for you, because as you can see, I'm an expert at glowstone tower building. It's just, yeah, I do it so effortlessly. Alright, almost done. There we go. All done. Now I've got glowstone towers up the whole thing. Now guess what we're going to have to do? I'll have to take these things right here and stack them. So I'm going to place a block here, just to stand on, and do position 2. Not whatever that just was. And I'm going to stack, I believe, 7 down? Perfect. Cool, now just rinse and repeat. Might as well just put a block here and lag strangely. Oh well, nothing I can really do about that. Not quite sure why the video decided. Oh, whatever. Seems okay now. Position 1. Position 2, stack 7 down. Perfect. That should have been 6 down. Okay, fair enough. Almost perfect. How about that? Position 1. Position 2, stack 5 down. What? Oh. Wrong command. 5 down. There we go. Position 1. Yeah. Kind of repetitive, isn't it? But hey, at least it's easy. Sort of. To an extent. You know what I'm saying. Position 2. Stack 3 down. Yep. Don't worry, it's a little bit more exciting after this. Stack 2 down. Almost to 1. It's like a giant, really slow and obnoxious countdown. And ready? Stack 1 down. You know what that means? We're done. So now, after we've done that giant piece of redundancy, we get to do something slightly more exciting. You know what that is? Well, what we do is we get to take these torches, build giant... Actually, what am I doing? Not here. Take these torches at the top. Build giant line all the way across. And this line right here, it actually has meaning. It's not just a random line at this point. This line is going to be our carry signal for the 8th bit, and the 7th bit under it, 6th bit, 4th bit, 3rd bit, yeah, you get the idea. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy. Actually, screw copy and paste. I'm just going to stack down. Position 2, stack. How many down? 7 down. Let's try it. Does it work? Brilliant. I actually think I need one more, though, so stack 8 down. If not, I can just break it. We'll see what happens. Why? Carry on. But, again, we'll see what happens. So, now we've got this giant, strange carry wall. Carry in, carry 1, carry 2, carry 3, carry 4, carry 5, carry 6, carry 7, carry 8. Boom. How do we actually implement the logic, though? That's where these glowstone towers come in. These are all our propagates, right? So, propagate for carry-in. I didn't make a tower for carry-in. Well, screw building another one. I'm just going to copy this one. And yeah, power of laziness in action. Well, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is possibly going to be carrying. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. Awesome. It would appear that everything's in order. So, my carrion torch I'll put right here. Or should I put it right there? Decisions... I'll just put it here. If I need to move it, it'll be okay. So now this is our carrion. That means, that's right, everything gets to move back one more. Actually, does this still reach all the way to the end? That's... This hopefully won't be a problem. I don't think it will be a problem. Whoop. Nope. Mostly redundancy. Come on. Come on, people. Finally! All that ridiculous building is almost done. Now, I know it's not much of finally. You don't need to tell me. So, just don't bother. So yeah, actually gonna turn this off for now, because I'm gonna show you something. Now these are my propagates. My generates are already there, so I already got my generates for every single bit. All the generates are done. I just need the propagates. So the way propagate's gonna plug in, just like this. Here's the issue. This one torch right here, it doesn't reach. Whatever do we do? Place a block right here, and therefore it works. That's my one contribution to this entire adder design. So, yeah. But yeah, that's sort of the idea. Actually, it's easier to explain once you get the whole thing, but yeah. Maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to sort of see where this is going. If not, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Well, maybe it is the biggest deal in the world, but not to me. Hope it's not the biggest deal in the world, or bad things can happen. Also, I'm going to turn every single one of these bits on just so I can make sure every one of these signals reaches. Which it won't. But, this way I can prove that it won't. Because proof is awesome. And yeah. So literally all this is going to do is it's going to just send signals to every single bit. That's all I'm doing right here. And I'll sort of explain how this logic works after I'm done, but not too in depth. Because, yeah. Same reason I talked about earlier. So that one's powering these two, That's really just how it goes. And that's why this design works out so beautifully, because it just works like this. It's amazing. And there we go, that's done. And alright. Getting closer and closer, every single one. Don't you love these redundant builds? Ah, it's so exciting. But don't worry. This is actually one of the hardest, well, I shouldn't say hardest, but one of the most redundant pieces in the entire computer. So we're getting all the hard stuff out of the way right at the beginning. Maybe not all the hard stuff, but a lot of the hard stuff. And problem one, it doesn't reach. I knew it was going to happen, but hey, now I can prove that it doesn't happen. So, what I'm going to do this is like that. That should travel down because that's the block, and that should work out properly, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should. If not, well, we're going to have a problem. Yeah, I'm sorry, there's just not much I can say about this. Again, reason I'm not a commentator. Well, I guess I could explain it, but no, I'm not going to explain it yet. That's blasphemy. Okay? So this is where things get a little trickier. Because I have to go to both of them. You see? I can't put that there, so I'm going to put that there. And I believe it's this point where I can put this here. Not that I couldn't before, but... No, I actually did it. I'm so fancy and awesome, right? It's midnight, what can I say? And this is where things get really fancy and awesome. Because not only do you have to do that, and this, but this. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? But hey, it works. Now every single one of the propagate signals is plugged into every one of these glowstone towers on the row. And if I do an example, this will generate proper carry logic. So for example, if I turn this on, it should turn every single bit on. And look, every single carry line just turned on. Feel the power of that. So how does the logic work? Welcome to the 30-second explanation of carry look everywhere logic. Well, you know how in carry look ahead logic, there you have like this propagate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and generate 6 or something like that? Yeah, that's sort of what all these carry lines are doing. They have these giant generates, but see, because the propagates are reused so much, that's what the glowstone towers let us do. They let us reuse these propagates. So for example, the first bit, only two things can turn it on. The carry in, which is just going directly in, and if we have generate 1 and propagate 1. So what's this one testing? This is testing if we have... Where is something plugging into this? Oh, there we go. Propagate. The propagate and the generate. If both of those turn off, that turns on. But here's this amazing thing. We use this propagate for the next bit, and the bit's going up like that. So it's literally just carry look ahead logic with all of the propagates reused. 60-second explanation of carry look everywhere logic. If you don't get it, you can either meditate on it a bit or watch the other video. Either way, whatever suits you. So there you go. And yeah, with all that redundant building out of the way, I'm going to take a really quick break and see if I have enough time to do anything else before the video's over. So, whoops, one moment. Alright, so I just went through, looked at everything, and there's really only one thing I can do before I leave off now, because the next thing to do is build the XNOR'd, and I really don't think I have time for that. Or do I? You know what? Let's see what happens. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start breaking these things off. Layer by layer. Up to the last torch. That's right, even more redundancy. Everyone loves redundant tasks. Seriously, they're the most awesome thing ever. If only we had more redundancy in our lives. That's what the world's missing. Oh well. It gets better after this, I promise. Even if you don't believe me. Which I know half of you don't. That's fine. Come on, almost there. So, once you get here, first off, just back off for a bit, and just look at how awesome this adder is looking. Sure, it's enormous, but it's awesome. It's a giant floating triangle. How can you not like that? Just saying. But anyways, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my carrion, which is this, unless I've forgotten something somehow, in some obscure way I'm not aware of. And I'm going to build an XNOR, assuming I can remember how to build it. Do I remember how to build it? That's the ultimate question. Let's find out. So if I remember correctly, this is the NOR. I know the other input's on the other side, and I know the repeater's in reverse formation. This is already looking wrong, so I'm going to change it to this. There we go, that looks a lot better. Okay, no, there's a torch here. No, there's another torch here. So there's the NAND, and there's the torch for the NAND. Yes, there we go. There's the NOR or the AND. There we go. We've got a working XNOR. So that's all I'm literally going to do. All this just to XNOR all the outputs together. And just go up just like this. And yes, it does stack. Not stack. Tile. Not. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. I hope. To some extent, anyways. There is a reason I'm not explaining everything. I hope you understand. You know what am I even saying anymore? I blame the fact that it's midnight. That's my reason. And if you don't like it, well, I believe you have every right to, and you're completely entitled to your opinion. But, come on. Really? No. No. No two-tick repeaters. No. Well, what did I just say? Come on. There we go. After this, I believe I'll be able to copy and paste. If not, I'm going to be kind of upset. But hey, it's not the end of the world yet. It'll be the end of the world eventually, just not yet. So, there we go. We got XNOR. XNOR 1, XNOR 2. Now I'm going to attempt copying and pasting. In other words, things are going to go horribly wrong. So, you ready for this? That's right. This is going to be amazing. Let's go. 1. Whoop, nope. Come on. Position 2. There we go. There we go. So, oh dear, where should I copy this? Okay, here, you know what? I'm just going to put a block here on every single one of them. Except the top one, because that's going to be the carry out. I'm going to copy right here. And this should... Actually, it's just going to royally screw me over. That's a terrible idea. Let's do this first. That way I don't get completely screwed over. Yet. This adder. Just... It's awesome. It's just ridiculous to build. Okay. Come on. Paste. Haha. It appears, whoops, to be working. So, maybe after this I can actually do some addition with this. If not, well, we're going to be in the wonderful world of debugging, which everyone loves. Oh, no, I can't do addition, because right, I gotta connect every single one of these outputs up. These are the XNORs, gotta XNOR the first XNOR, the propagate, sort of, you know what I mean, with the carry. So, let's do that. And it hooks up just like this. See? I told you there was a reason I was doing it like that. I told you there was a reason it wasn't going down like that. It all makes sense in the end. So ha to the two of you people who didn't believe me. This, unfortunately, I believe you do have to do by hand. I don't know of an easy way to stack all this. But it's okay. We're almost through it. We've almost made it through the carry look everywhere adder. And then we can finally move on to less redundant things in life, which I know we'll all sorely miss, but hey, life happens. Yeah, I got nothing. What? Oh, right. Didn't paste anything. It's alright, it's cool. Nothing to freak out over just yet. I haven't talked about the timing of this thing at all, have I? Okay, well this adder is well, it's not going to be. As of this piece of redstone, it is a 4-tick adder. Why 4 ticks? Well, there's 2 paths that a signal can go through this. You can either go through the XNOR'd or through the carries. So if it goes through the XNOR'd, it goes through 2-tick XNOR into another 2-tick XNOR, 4 ticks. Path 2. It goes through... Okay, never mind. I thought I noticed something. Path 2, it goes through the carry. Well, you can go for the carry 2 ways, actually. The first way you can go for the carry is through the propagate, so there's 0 tick, or 1. So then 2 ticks to get to the carry, and then 2 ticks to go for the XNOR. If it's going for the generate, it's probably easy to show that on this side. If it's going for the generate, it's going 1 tick here, then 1 tick to invert, and then 2 ticks for there. So 4 ticks completely synchronized. Let's do some addition. Let's add on the top row 5 plus 3. This should give us 8. Boom. Look at that. Look at that right there. Carry look everywhere addition in action. And one of the really neat things is you have really easy access to all the carries. So see, every single carry line, really easy to get to. You just pull it right out the side. And really, I could even go ahead and move this into an AOU really soon now, because that's the bulk of it. But yeah, there you go. You have a working carry look everywhere adder. If you want explanation of all the logic, wait for that video. And look how small this thing is. I know you might think it's small, but look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And actually, it doesn't even need to be that long, so it's really only 11 blocks long. This thing, even though it's really tall, it's a pretty short adder, just saying. So yeah, I know this wasn't the most exciting video in the world, but hey, at least now you have a working carry look everywhere adder, and the next video, we can move on to more exciting things. Implementing flood carry, implementing a whole bunch of really cool AOU features, and it's going to be pretty cool. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.